Super Saturday 2.0, and it is a South Indian derby. I'm talking about RCB up against SRH, Bangalore, Hyderabad. This fixture invokes a lot of memories personally, and of course for Dirk Nannes too, who we have in this match preview on cricket.com. Right, so RCB SRH. Dirk, how are we? Because it's going to be a bogey team for RCB, should we say? And it doesn't look good. But look, SRH on the other hand, aiming for 5 wins in the trot. Talk to me.
I'm really looking. This is a game that I'm really looking forward to. RCB, great team. Top to bottom, they've got some star power in there. Up against a team that started really poorly. A couple of their first wins even were just sort of scraping through. They weren't brilliant wins, but the beauty was it set the ball rolling, and now they've got a little bit of momentum going on. And what's going to happen when they come up against one of the real big sort of star teams? We're playing pretty well, playing some pretty decent cricket. I think we're in for a big contest.
Okay. As you know, I love putting you on the spot. So what is Sunrisers Hyderabad's MVP? If you had to pick it in the first 6 games of their campaign, can we really single out one man who's been kind of part of all 4 wins?
The beauty of what they've done, I think, is they have shared it around a bit. It's really tough to pick one person. Tripathi, who's averaging 51, striking at 173. That's remarkable. Markram in chasing, only been dismissed once, striking at 150. Striking at 150. He's scored 190 runs already. That's just remarkable, just ice in his veins. Then you got the emergence of Umran Malik. He's been excitement machine. Natarajan is brilliant in just taking wickets and bowling really important overs. Booby and Johnson also have been excellent. I've got to say though, probably Tripathi for me. I think with the bat he's been he's stood up when others haven't, and so for me it's probably him.
Okay, love for you to stick your neck out over there and be a brave one, because many people across our cricket.com poll is thinking otherwise, but we'll leave that there. Just to finish this SRH chat before I ask you about RCB then, has it just been there going back to their old formula after those 2 defeats, kind of keeping it tight with the ball and then chasing clinically?
Probably more so than that. I mean, winning the toss.
Yeah, winning the toss.
Surely they're going to lose. Surely they're going to lose the toss at some stage. That's 6 on the trot now, isn't it? Always electing to chase. So there's a bit of a formula there. Of course, there's a formula. They like doing it. Their game works like that. Their bowling's good. They're miserly. They keep teams down to par or just under par scores. And they come out and they chase it down easily when the ball's skidding on at night. And they're used to it now. So why wouldn't you keep doing that? Of course you're going to keep doing that. You're going to try and do it every single time. And your team is going to be thrown. The first time you lose the toss, and the first time that's different, and you've got to set the total first, that will sort of set the cat amongst the pigeons a little bit. They'll feel different in the warm-up, and it'll be a different atmosphere around the team. And I'm really interested to see what happens when, not if, when that change comes, and how they react to that.
So if you were Faf and hypothetically you won the toss on Saturday night, what would you kind of do? Would you insert them in, or would you kind of say, you know what, we'll bat and show you how it is?
Wow, pretty tried formula across the entire competition. You win the toss at night, you want to be batting second, don't you? You win the toss and bowl. That's what you do every single time. So I don't think it's any surprise. I think every team will be wanting to do that. But more so against SRH, because I think it does upset the apple cart a little bit in that regard.
Now, Josh Hazlewood is, of course, settling nicely into this RCB team. Given that he's in form, can we automatically presume that they're not going to be shuffling around with their overseas anymore? Even though David Willey impressed early on, there was maybe a shout for Shafin Rutherford to get a longer rope. Do you think these four are RCB's strongest overseas pros in Maxwell, Hasaranga, Hazelwood, and Faf, of course? How can I forget the captain?
Just the captain. The captain and Maxwell, they pick themselves, don't they? Hasaranga, he's been excellent, although probably not taking enough wickets for mine, but that's okay. He's and economy rate, his numbers aren't fantastic, but still he's such a vital cog in that team. And then Hazelwood is dominating, isn't he? He is just such an improved T20 bowler over the last few years. He's so cagey in the way he delivers the ball. He bowls changes of pace that are so subtle. How's Willie really going to knock him out of the team? You got a guy who's come in, played 3 games, taken 8 wickets. You can't get rid of that. So, of course, that team is so settled now. That's the beauty of RCB. Once they're at full strength, the team pretty much picks itself.
Okay. In the KKR GT preview, I asked you to put a number on GT's midway season so far. I'll do the same with RCB right now. How much are they out of 10? 8? 7.5? 8.5?
7.5, I reckon. Okay. I think that you're probably relying a bit too much on Dinesh Karthik. I don't think you could expect someone like that to prop up your late innings. You need Virat making runs. You need the top order to make big scores. Faf made some runs in the last game, but it's time for Virat to score. And you go through trots. T20 cricket is such a beast of a thing where you feel like you're batting pretty well. You whack 1,000 balls in training and you still find a way to get out. Like he did the other night, probably a shot that maybe wasn't really on, but when you're in form, that shot goes down to third man or goes for 4 through point. And he went out the other night. And you just need one of those things to go your way and suddenly you're in and you make runs again and you're back in form again. So it's got to be around the corner very soon. You don't ever bet against a quality player like him, and I actually like to see it in this game.
I mean, 100 matches without 100, but that's fine because the law of averages will eventually come good for Virat, especially from an RCB fan viewpoint. Right, let's just wrap this match preview up by asking you your predictions. Are you going to be siding with your former franchise in RCB for this one, or do you think SRH can actually go on and manage to stitch 5 out of 5 in this one?
No, SRH are going to lose the toss. RCB are going to bowl first.
Okay.
And then we're going to see Virat he'll get 80 and then go out, and DK will come out and get 18 off 7 balls. Wow.
We should really call you Dirk Nannes.
Yeah, if you press rewind and look at everything I've predicted so far this season, you'll realise that everything I say is wrong.
Look, I hope this comes through, at least in this match, because fans will be absolutely going gaga, not just in the stadium, but in the comments as well. Thanks so much, Dirk Nannes, for making time, and wish you a great weekend ahead. Plenty of cricket to catch up. We'll see you on Saturday night to review both games. Until the next time, so goodbye from me, Abnish Hegde, wearing black, and like Dirk Nannes said as well, Police Academy from us.